Hello, 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 everybody. I'm back here. We are waiting for our guest today, Emad Hajjaj. He's a cartoonist, lives in Oman, Jordan. Really, I've been following him for years, and really, I'm just impressed. Brilliant artist and brilliant, especially cartoon. Cartoon is an art of powerful tool to deliver a message in a visual, uh, liberate you from limitation to the point and kind of deliver the message in a very different way, disarm you and make you think. We almost do a show or a podcast every day. You have guests, we're talking to people, we're writing, we're blogging. Uh, so this is really a sad time for humanity, a sad time uh, for people who really care about human, care about children, care about justice and peace. We've been talking about two states solution and Palestinian, and yeah, I think now or no state solution now, and I think this is what the Israelis do. No state solution. I wanna give an idea as an artist. And you've been dealing with focus a lot about what's going around you, politics, war, and all of that. As an artist, what are you trying to do? I mean, the people are fighting on the ground for over 3, 4 months now. 40,000 people almost killed. Gaza have been destroyed. And we are sitting here. For me, I'm just blabbing every morning. As an artist, what is your role here, and how art can deliver some kind of activism?
Thank you. Actually, what I'm trying to do as an artist, it is actually a very tough job. I'm a cartoonist living in a region that's full of struggles, full of wars, full of ugly things every morning. People here, I'm sure you know, they will look at the newspaper or the website every day. You will be faced with many people killed, innocent people killed every day in many wars around us. That's a tough job for a cartoonist who should make people laugh every day, who should make a smile for people. It's a very tough job for a cartoonist to live in Middle East, to live in countries like our country. So what I've been trying to do is to reflect something bright, to make something that will make you think about your reality, or smile sometimes for our miserable situation. Cartoon is a very wonderful and unique art, especially in the Arabic countries. If you look at the history of visual arts in the Arabic world, you will find that uh, political cartooning in specific have been very popular art comparing to the other visual forms of art. And if you look up in every single Arab country, you will find that there must be that very famous local cartoonist who is loved by most of the people, who have a cartoon character that represents the man of the street. You are talking about Najil Ali for Palestine with his great icon, Handala. You are talking about Mustafa Hussein in Egypt and his great cartoon character, the Saidi Kambura. And you are talking about Abu Abid in Lebanon. You are talking. So I'm one of these guys. I created my own cartoon character. His name is Abu Mahjoub, or the father of the hidden. Why Abu Mahjoub? I love the
Oh,
name. Mahjoub is not a very popular name in Jordan. It has actually a story why I chose that name. We used to have a very small place for full and hummus in Jordan, in Al Wabdi mountain. So I used to go there before I became a cartoonist. And during me eating hummus and food in that restaurant, I always wondered why this guy called this restaurant by the name Mahjoub. I asked the man, he didn't have a clear answer, but I always loved that name. And years after that, when I wanted to design my cartoon character, I was inspired actually by my father. A quick background about him. My father is an ordinary Jordanian man who spent most of his time serving in Jordanian army, Arabic army, and then he became a retired man. And this was a big problem for us in the 80s. Military men cannot adapt easily in life, and we have been facing lots of problems with my father at that time. So inspired by my father, I created actually my father. When you look at Abu Mahjoub, that slim man with his gray suit and his head cover, Jordanian head cover, he is the Abu Qaid, my father, but I named him Abu Mahjoub because I just love that name. So I
It's
started,
a great story. That's a really great story. I love story that is coming from your own experience or family, not from Walt Disney, not from
yes, yes,
Hollywood, not from all of that. We have a lot of story to tell, Ahmed, and it seems like the narrative, and I'm talking from America here, the dominant narrative, it is the Zionist narrative. It is the narrative of the oppressor,
yes. I
and
should
that
tell you the story also about this, behind this. In the year 2001, September 11th in specific, uh, it was a turning point for me as a cartoonist. Internet was newly introduced to us as Arabic cartoonists at that time. You can rarely find a cartoonist who has a dedicated website for his work. And by that time, when I saw the amount of cartoons produced in the Western media about September 11th, and I noticed how there is a lot of misconceptions, a lot of stereotyping to us as an Arab, a lot of. I was really annoyed, so I wanted to draw something for these people to understand us, to get the image clear in cartoon. This is when I started drawing cartoons translated all without any comment for Western viewers. And I was lucky enough to get in touch with an American cartoonist, Mr. Daryl Cagle, who saw my cartoons really different and worth publishing in the United States. So I started working in regular basis with Cagle Cartoons. It's a cartoon syndicate based in Santa Barbara in California. And since that time till now, I made sure to, as you said about that narrative, that the other side of the story, I tried as an Arabic cartoonist to reflect the other side of the story, to tell the other narrative. And from my experience, I was amazed many times by the good feedback I get from many Americans and Europeans for my cartoons. I get many negative feedback. I don't deny it, but there's many people who love my work and who publish it and who became like fans for me for my cartoons. Why do I do this? It started because not because I want to make more to become more famous or to get more money. It is because I felt very frustrated and I wanted very much to do a cartoon that tell the other story, that give the other side of the news that we see. So you can find lots of cartoons of Emad Hajjaj talking about Iraq war, Afghanistan war, the many international struggles, the Palestinian cause, and the Syrian revolution. The Arabic Spring also was a big turning point for me as a cartoonist, and I did my best to deliver the right image of the real Arabs as I see them, that we are uh, life-loving people. We are eagering for better future. We love to change our reality to a better one, and we love joke. We love to do funny things. We have a very bad stereotypes about Arabs in Western cartooning. You don't see Arabs except as oil lords. That guy who drew the pistachio with that funny sunglasses with the oil barrel beside him. It's a very, very bad stereotyping for the Arabs in the cartooning. So I try to present new Arabs in my cartoons. You can see, for example, an Arabic programmer sitting in the computer making a nice joke about girls, for example. You can find the beautiful Arabic woman doing something funny with her dog or something like this. So I did my best to reflect our reality as I see it. Of course, with many editorial or political cartoons that maybe takes a wide portion of my work as a political cartoonist. So this is what I do.
You know, I've always want to be a cartoonist, not a cartoon, but I want to do cartoons. I've just was fascinating by people write books and make movies, and 2 hours you spend watching a movie and you don't get anything out of it, or you read 10,000 words an article and it's bullshit, just nothing. But here is a cartoon, few words and few lines, and it is a powerful moving message. What is so different about the art of
Well,
cartoon? And why?
cartoon, I think what is most special thing about cartoon, it's a wonderful visual art that is straight to the point, that's very simple. In few lines, the artist can give you a very concentrated bunch of information, and you don't have sometimes to have the ability of reading to get the message. You see, some art critiques, when they look at the first artistic expressions human beings did, what was it? You are talking about these drawings on the caves. So the human being, when he settled in his cave, when he lighted his fire, when he has his meat that he hunted in the jungle, and he felt very good in that cave in the night, he picked that piece of coal, and what he didn't write an article. he, did, he just
Yeah,
he just
draw something on the wall.
yeah. And some people, when they analyze that cave drawing, it is actually a cartoon. It does
Oh,
have, yeah, one of
so
the most special technique for cartooning is exaggeration. For example,
yeah,
there's a field, there's an
yeah,
elephant standing beside a man. If you have it photography in the camera, you will see them the same. But the
no,
cartoonist, he will draw the elephant very big, and the human being will be. This technique is used in the cave drawing. It is a cartoon somehow. So this is wonderful about this art of cartooning. It's very simultaneous. It is very funny. It's very representing. It's very, very true.
tell me about the creative process. Like I saw your last one. I'm not sure it's the last one about what's going on in Gaza. Explain their art to me. Maybe I thought they are stuck in a tunnel themselves, not Hamas.
Yes, yes, yes. It is, if I can describe it right, it is actually based on that confused dog who's stuck in a
I see.
carton box, for example, something like this. So what he do? He do stupid things. He will be going around and maybe hitting the wall. And I see these stupid actions by the IDF in Gaza. You don't see strategy. You don't see a clear target that they are looking for. You don't see, what you are seeing is the daily destruction, many civilian people killed every day, big, what the best representation for this word it was simply in that dog. that dog. But I want to, to add something to that example. That dog is not a normal dog. It is like a robot dog, artificial, very robotic thing that does not relate to humanity sometimes. Or to you, and I'm talking about the Israeli killing machine, that army who's killing women and children every day. So this is my artistic representation for that situation. As I told you, it's very difficult sometimes for cartoonists to draw about war
Tragedy.
themes.
Process of having a cartoon. You just sit down there and it develop itself, or you have an idea and you try to jot it down with some visual.
Maybe the most difficult thing for an artist is to explain how did he create things, or
Yes,
or
yeah,
how ideas had pop up to my mind. But basically, you are talking about, uh, for my case, at least, I'm talking. It is something like a visual brainstorming that I do with myself every day. I just think about things, and depending of what I saw in that day, I read the news, I saw the TV, I talk to the taxi driver. After that, I sit and think about all these things, and then I come to a stage where I just grab my pen and start to complete my, yeah, brainstorming, and transform it into sketches, very quick sketches, just to transfer these ideas from my head into the paper. I do many ideas at the same time. I try to be
that's
quick,
it.
think about things, and draw
Uh,
them at the same time. And after that, it will pop up. You don't know how.
Hello.
Yes, you will find a big pulp of above your head, just lightning, and you say,
Hallelujah.
"That's it. Yes, Eureka. That's it. That would be a great idea."
Yeah, yeah. And what do you do with all the things that you, and I know artists, I write an article, 4 or 5 drafts, but I have delete and I have copy. So what do you do with the arts that did not make it to your website or to the paper or whatever?
I've been cartooning for more than 30 years so far. I have a big folder in my computer that's full of
Yeah,
unpublished cartoons.
yeah, yeah.
Why do I do them? I don't know. But many times I think it's very wrong for me to put red line, to let that censorship come to you and ban you from drawing anything that you have on mind. So till this moment, yes, I draw cartoons. I don't publish them, but I don't do them for myself, just for my own pleasure, just looking to that wonderful idea, but simply I cannot publish it. I know it will cause me some trouble. It will make many people angry. It will get me to jail if I publish it. But it's
Simple.
important
Yeah.
for my psychology to at least to add just
Sure.
one thing. I used to have I used to have a section in my website for the unpublished cartoons.
Oh,
Yes, but that was like 20 years ago in Jordan, and I used to put the pink slipper as a logo for the unpublished cartoon. After that, we have the cyber crime law in Jordan. This is a very dangerous law in Jordan. Simply, I cannot keep these unpublished works online anymore because I will go to jail after that. So I had to remove this collection from my website, and just keep these cartoons in my personal folder.
talk about you. When did you get involved in art? Why and why cartoons or cartoon becoming a cartoonist?
Well, I have a long story for this.
Well,
I
well,
was
yeah,
raised
we have
as
5 minutes.
I was raised as in a very poor family in Jordan. You are talking about in the 70s and 80s. Very traditional family. My father was in the army. He's raising his kids, to grow up and to take the responsibility from him. My mother was a very simple woman. She raised us to, as they planned for us. So I was supposed to become a lawyer or an engineer or something like that.
Doctor,
When I finished
yes.
my school, my grades didn't was not enough to let me go to medical school or to the other. So I studied physics. Why physics? Because I love science at that time, and there is not too many people who study physics in Jordan, and it's wonderful science. I love it. So I spent like 2 years in university studying physics in equations, Einstein, Heidelberg, relativity, all of these things. And I love them, by the way. But at the same time, it was me free in the university for the first time of my life. You are talking about Yarmouk University in Jordan in the 80s. I was looking about around me. For the first time, I knew that you can study art with beautiful girls. One of the top reasons that caused me to switch my stream from physics to art was actually going there, where the atmospheres was the wonderful. Most of all, to make use of my gift as in drawing. So I did that. It was a very, very difficult decision. It was very difficult. My father rejected it. He didn't want me to do that, but I did it after all. So I ended up studying art in Al Yarmouk University. And there, for the first time, it was by coincidence, one of my colleagues who studied journalism in the university asked me to do a cartoon. And it was the first time somebody asked for this. And so I told him, what should I do? He said, you can do a quick drawing about
Yeah.
something funny about university, do about the newcomers for the university. We
Yeah.
call them
فلاحين
Sanaver.
دول الفلاحين دول.
We call them Sanaver at that
Yeah.
time.
Awesome.
Yes, a good idea. Just draw one of these going to the university and he's holding the hand of his mother coming with him to the university. And I don't remember that I paid lots of effort. I just do it very
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
But very funny and stupid,
Yeah.
just that quick.
Well, it's been cooking for years.
Yes, he took it and he published it. And then was the magic for me. The next day, when that cartoon was published in the university, everybody at the university was talking about the cartoon. And they were asking about me, who did that cartoon?
عبد محجوب.
Yeah. So I became famous. This is the moment where I discovered the magic of cartoon. How in a small drawing, I could affect all of my environment and make them
Wow.
laugh or
Yeah.
interact with the reality. So I was stunned by this wonderful art. So I forgot all of my again and asked for my journalist friend, hey, I want to publish another one next week. He said, okay, just bring them. So I started publishing my cartoons. I became like a local celebrity in my urban city at that time. And after that, I completed my work as a cartoonist. I started publishing in the tabloids. Then I developed a name and a fame to end up in main daily newspaper in Jordan. After that, going into Arabic and international media.
And we are lucky to have you, Emad. I want you to stick around.